Welcome, GOAT, to 2026. This is a better year for you, okay, than 2025 was, but you got to stay calm and shining. See, last year you didn't have very many supportive stars on your side, so it may have felt a little bit challenging here and there, right? So this is like a comeback.
Those of you born under the sign of the GOAT, 2026 story kind of writes itself. It's like a redemption arc with a swagger. Now, after a pretty dry and grinding 2025 with kind of like zero support, 2026, the year of the fire horse, finally hands the GOAT with momentum, visibility, and connection. Stay tuned to find out.
That was my favorite metaphysician in the world, Chinese metaphysics, Dato Joey Yap, and we will be hearing more about him, from him, I should say, later. When we look for GOAT in other places in your chart, yes, you watching it probably have you're born in the year of the GOAT, but maybe you're born in the month of the GOAT for your career. Maybe you're born in the day of the GOAT for your relationships and yourself. And maybe you're even born in the hour, if you know your time of birth, the hour of the GOAT, which is more about your kids and your investments. So stay tuned for towards the end of this video when Dato Joyat talks about, where going deeper in our chart and where we can maybe find GOAT there too. So let's talk about your good stars this year, GOAT. We've got the Grand Duke combination. I love this star. This is a really good star for alliances, just like the Two of Cups inter-row. Partnerships, two people on the same page, having a reconciliation too. And powerful partnerships, especially in work and business, GOAT. So that looks good. More powerful partnerships if let's say you were going, like you're still in school, like you're going from kindergarten to grade 12 and you're GOAT, like if you're looking for your kid. Well, the GOATs will they'll be good in work, business, alliances, and at school, new friends, things like that. So I just want to put that out there. Negotiations go well with the Grand Duke combination, and diplomacy works much better instead of dominance. So that's good if you have GOAT in your chart. Now, we also have another great star, which is called the Sun. Okay, Sun, this is a great star for clarity, visibility, success, recognition, just like the Sun in Tarot, or just like the Sun in Lenormand cards. Success, there's positions you also as a guide for other people, GOAT. The more you do for others this year, the more it comes back to you. It's the sun, it's the sun, it's the beautiful sun. I remember that song from somewhere. Anyways, I have kids, so I'm sure it was one of them shows that they watched. But then we also have Golden Carriage. Okay, another success star. This is more of like prestige though. It can be wealth, but another recognition. I think GOAT overall, you're just being more recognized, okay? This is your time a little bit to shine here, GOAT. And your work finally gets seen. Like maybe you've been like always in the shadows, or you wish you could sit in the board meeting with the bigwigs or whatever. But this year, your work is being highlighted and seen and recognized. So that's really good. You could get some honors here, like the Six of Wands, being recognized, rewarded, and getting new collaborations with other people too in business and things like that too. It looks very good. So say yes to the good ones for that Golden Carriage star. I love it. All right, now let's talk about some challenging stars, bad stars, but it's not really bad. It just means things you want to look out for, GOAT, right? To pay attention to. Pulling saddle. Now remember, we're in the year of the fire horse, so someone's pulling on your saddle, GOAT. Okay, there's things there that create delays in moving forward sometimes, setbacks. Usually like in projects that you're working on though. So a lot of times though, GOAT, it's just because you're trying to do everything alone. It's better to do collaborations and use those good stars to be recognized, work in partnerships we talked about a lot. People are your friend this year, working in collaboration, not being a lone wolf, right? And progress can feel slow sometimes, but you just got to find those right people to help you out. That's it. We also have Sky Emptiness. This is a lot about talk is cheap, right? Meaning that a lot of, and it's not about you, it's about the people around you mostly. Meaning that You have a lot of choices in working with different people that will maybe want to collaborate with you, but you need to be discerning on which collabs to choose, which people to work with. You want to work with people who walk the talk and is not just saying words, right? Like action speaks a lot. Like, and I was just with my late night group this morning. We had our meeting. And we talked about how a person's behavior is what we look at, you know, and ourselves too. How we behave says way much more than our words. So you're going to hear a lot of jibber jabber and promises and empty promise. Well, you know, stuff like that could be empty, you know, sky emptiness. So be discerning, choose those with substance. And people, like I said, who walk the talk. Action speaks a lot louder than words, right? We've got a combo, bad chi. I laugh. Bad chi plus cascading clouds. Okay. This is just mood dips. Depression can happen more easily. But it's if you have a weak mind, you know, there's a good time to do meditation, hypnosis, subconscious reprogramming, those kind of things to avoid any of that dips in the mood. It's about managing your mindset, managing your mindset. That's a big thing too. So mental health, maybe working with therapists or whatever, stuff like that. It's all about managing your time and your mindset. And there can be a problem with the bad chi cascading clouds where you're envious of others. So don't focus on being envious and what you don't have and all that. It's more about being grateful for what you do have and working on the mindset. Because focus on collaboration with the good people we talked about to get improvements this year. We also have a spiritual thing going on. The aid with the seal star. And this is how Joey Yap says, the art of power guided by wisdom. Quite like the high priestess, or even the queen of cups, or the king of cups. But the high priestess really feels for me here. It's about learning to trust your inner compass. So let's watch Dato Joey Yap talk a little more about the Aid and Seal star, and then he's going to go into talking about the goat in different placements in your BaZi chart. So let's watch and go dive a little deeper into your chart, goat.
Those born under the sign of the goat, and normally we look at these two components here, the aid and the seal. These two are the spiritual forces that affect those born under the sign of the goat. So 2026 teaches the goat the art of power guided by wisdom. That's what the aid and seal combination actually means. They refine your instincts. They turn reaction into insight and noise into knowing. Now, to go through this lesson, obviously you have to go through some challenges, and obviously they take some observation in order for have that realization. So you learn to trust that inner compass. Otherwise, there'll be lessons for you to, have that realization. And the one that says pause before pride or panic generally takes over. Okay? Now, leadership, you got to remember, leadership isn't about being loud. It's about being luminous and of service to other people. That's how you activate the sun in your chart this year, together with the 8 to provide support. True grace this year is not in gaining attention, because the majority of people might think that it's like that, especially with goat this year. It is in using attention with purpose. And when you let intuition lead and your ego to rest, authority turns into legacy. That's the spiritual side for 2026. Now, your BaZi chart, your true astrology chart, doesn't only have one animal sign. When you look at your chart, you have year, month, day, and hour. I mean, have you ever thought that can it be that the whole 8-point-something billion people on planet Earth are only divided into 12 groups? Not possible, right? Those born in a year, month, day, and specific hour will have their own unique chart. Now, to get yours, scan this code and follow the link that's on your screen or on your comment section right now. Go to that page and download the additional resources that we have about your destiny chart in the year of the fire horse. Okay, now for those of you who have goat in the year column, that means you're born in the year of the goat. Now, public reputation, this represents your public reputation, your industry, your community, your network. People notice your work. New communities will open up, so choose collaborations that multiply value, not just visibility. Now, the goat can also be in your month pillar like so, okay? If it's in the month pillar, then you get career recognition, promotion potential, and fresh opportunities only when you are helping people, because the sun represents you are the sunlight. People come to you for assistance and help. So if you're the one offering the assistance, then you get the opportunities, okay? Because you have the sun and golden carriage. That highlights your capability, all right? Now, if the goat is in the day pillar right here, then relationships at home, home life, for example, they gain harmony, right? You'll balance ambition with affection. That's really good. And if you realize that peace at home powers success outside, you will gain even more success, okay? And with sunlight in the house, generally it means there's a lot of warmth. As long as you spend your time nurturing the home, just like the sunlight giving warmth to the family. And of course, if you look at the hour pillar like so, if you're born in the goat hour, that means you're born between 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. If you're born between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m., it means that your long-term plans will take shape this year. First, you want to make sure you have long-term plans, right? It's excellent for launching legacies, building investments, or mentoring others. Because you have the stars that could actually mentor others. Remember, you have the sun, the golden carriage, right? And you have the seal at the 8. That sort of amplifies your vision. You see the potential before others do, so do that for others. Now, the goat can also appear in your luck cycle like so. Okay, that means you're going through the luck of the goat in 2026. Now, if that's the case, that means you will be meeting people who have larger than life personas. And the thing about when you meet someone who has that sort of aura, that charisma, the first thing is some people think, I don't know if it's true or not, this person might be too good. But don't be cynical, okay? Don't be cynical. When you meet this sort of people, be open-minded, because it is your destiny this year to receive some help. Sometimes lowering the ego and the so-called, resentment allows grace to happen in your life. Okay, so that's when you see goat in the luck cycle. Now, if you would like to know more about different animal signs in your astrology chart, remember to scan the code, see the link, click on the link, go to the site, download all the additional resources that we have about astrology for you. You could personalize your chart for free. Okay, so go in there and get all the information that you need. All right, now remember, for those of you born in the sign of the goat, this isn't just a comeback year. It's your masterclass in grace, power, and patience. On behalf of Team Jovi Up and myself, stay grounded, stay growing, and let the year of the fire horse be the year your intuition and influence work hand in hand. Here's wishing you a happy and prosperous Chinese New Year.
All right, that was great. I hope you enjoyed that, goat. Thank you so much. Come visit me at www.themoontree.org for readings and resources, as well as the Cards and Stars Academy. And check that all out. I'm Trina, your intuitive guide with a chakra vibe, helping you navigate life's energies. See you in the next one, goat.